that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, but it's a difference in, say,
but
30
here,
degrees
but,
and 14 below.
yeah,
The football is like a brick.
yeah, but here's the other thing. Some of the other notable guys on the Tampa Bay is JPP. He played in New York. Ndamukong, he played in Detroit, so he played outside in Chicago and Green Bay. So it's not. I don't know. I get that, but I don't think the Bucs are going to be like Tennessee. I think a lot of those guys have played in the elements before.
Plus, that Tundra thing, way overrated now. It's a heated field. They keep it covered up until game time. And the balls are kept in, microwaves, man. No.
Yeah.
I think that's all.
Yeah.
I think the team.
Look,
go ahead.
I was just going to say real quick, it's not that the Packers can't beat a team, but yeah, like to say it's because of the mystique, it's not the mystique. Just Packers.
Plus, no fans. Don't forget, no fans in Wisconsin. 0. I think the teams that have no shot, in my opinion, are Rams and Browns. I just don't think they can put anything together. When you're looking at upsets in future.
Yeah, on paper, but I think the Browns, they're young, and so they don't know what they don't know. I think they could surprise you. I think Baltimore could surprise you.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Baltimore, yes. Baltimore,
they scare you.
The defense is good enough, and I think Lamar is such a unique quarterback to play.
And he's hungry as hell.
Yeah, and I think, that's the thing is like, man, you want to talk about a quarterback who was fired up. That's the one thing, main takeaway is like Lamar had an edge. Like,
he was, I'd never heard him, they had to bleep him several times. It was wild. And he wanted it.
And I like that. I think most people do. I think I like having a quarterback be that fired up.
So you think the Ravens could beat the Bills in this Saturday game?
It's possible.
Good game.
I think but the main thing is like kind of like what you all says. Like I think the Browns are very talented. I just look at elements of the defense beyond Myles Garrett, and they have other guys on the defense that are good. And to be fair, the good thing for Browns, they're on the right step, but they just need to add 3 or 4 major pieces, I think, on defense before they're a contender. Like, they're still not there. I mean, who's going to guard Tyreek Hill? I mean, Denzel Ward is a good player, but I don't think he's been exposed enough to Tyreek Hill's speed. And who's going to stop Travis Kelce? So that's why I agree with Lowe's on the Browns. And
the only thing that I can say about that is Myles Garrett. If in that game this weekend, they had 3 guys on him. They moved, the defense. They moved all 3 players over to the left side of the line, and they still left most of the players on Myles Garrett. It was wild to see that. I mean. And it worked, for the most part, as far as getting to Ben, but it didn't make any difference in the end. So, but I just never seen that. By the way, just to go back a little bit, Calais Campbell, I'd never heard how big he is. He's 6'9", 360. 6'9", 360. That's why Derrick Henry wasn't going anywhere. I mean, Calais was just knocking people back into him, and he couldn't build up ahead of steam. He only had one run that was like 8 or 10 yards. Other than that, it was 1 yard in a cloud.
He's a full grown tree, is what he is.
And I think you missed his best attribute. His best attribute is he has the voice of a dinosaur. I don't know if you've ever heard his voice.
I haven't.
It's extremely unique. You should check it out. It sounds like a volcano actually being able to form sentences before it erupts. It's a very
kind of Harry Belafonte type approach there, or what is it?
I don't know. You almost have to hear it. It's like he needs to go into broadcasting afterwards. Definitely the downer game was the Bears and Saints. But I just want to ask you all: did any of you watch any of the Nickelodeon broadcast?
I saw the highlights.
I didn't see Nick at all. No.
Did they
fun. Slime it?
They did.
Yeah, it was fun to watch a little bit. It was crazy to watch the game and hear one. I just want to say that Nate Burleson and I believe it was Ian Eagle's son, they did a good job from the parts that I watched. Like, particularly Nate Burleson was doing a good job explaining it to kids, like what the game was doing. the part that was funny as hell to me was they had a young girl who I'm sure is on a Nick show. She was just telling all the phobias of all the players, and it was just like, Jimmy Graham's 6'7", but he's afraid of heights. And then she's like, such and such is afraid of alligators, and that's her only contribution. It's like, what's going on here? This is crazy.
Well, you got to say Roger Goodell and company are marketing geniuses, and they're trying to bring it to a younger audience like they need more people, and you got to give it to them. Wow.
When there was a rule that needed explaining, young Sheldon would pop up, and like he would, and then he'd have a quip after it. He was like, this is like going into a parallel dimension and watching this game. It's very
the end zone slime. The slime was cool. I got to say that was cool when they scored a touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes they'd come out of break and they'd have like cartoon like parrots on the bench behind like Khalil Mack, and just like, man, this is a way to watch this game.
Before we go today, let's break it down. Okay, Saturday, 4:35 on Fox. Guys, pick Rams, Packers.
Oh, you got to go with the Pack on that one. That's just straight up.
I would like to call upset, but it's Aaron Rodgers versus Jared Goff, even if he's healthy, but he's not. It's Packers.
All right, I'm picking the Rams. Ha! All right, Saturday, 8:15, NBC, Ravens, Bills.
Just out of loyalty to Lamar, I'll pick Ravens. But, for me,
I'm going with my head, not my heart. I'm going with the Bills.
I'm going Ravens. I think Lamar is hell-bent, and that defense looks so good. I don't know. This could be a pick 'em, but I'm going to go Ravens on that. All right, let's move to Sunday at 3 o'clock on CBS. Browns, Chiefs.
Oh, you got to go with the Chiefs. I mean, they just don't have enough horses. They might, just being young, pull off something, but I doubt it.
I think the Browns keep it respectable. I don't know not that we want to really get into gambling. I don't know what the
spread
is, but I think the Browns possibly cover. I think they're going to be more game than people give them credit, but it's Chiefs.
It's their first time in for a while, so let them have a little fun. I'm with you on that. And the nightcap, the end of the weekend, Sunday, 6:40 on Fox. The Old Man Derby, Buccaneers, Saints.
I'm going to have to go Saints. I know that 3 times in the same season is not likely, but I think they've got just enough to do it.
I'm going to go Bucks just because I feel that Tom Brady, he's got to have his TB12, he's going to start his own religion, and it comes down to him winning a Super Bowl at 43. So to get TB12 to be able to build churches, he has to win this year. So Bucks.
I'm building a church too, baby. I'm going with the Bucks. I'm with you on that. I think they win that. So it'll be interesting. That's the weekend right there. We're down to the Elite Eight, and by Sunday night, we'll be down to the Final Four for Super Bowl 55.
Well, I just want to mention that the hoodie turns down a major award from our president. And that was just a strange moment. That first of all, that he could be given a Medal of Freedom or Medal of Honor, whatever it is. So he turns it down. And that's, I think that's totally in character for the hoodie.
Yep.
Even though we were joking about earlier, my quick hits are Doug Peterson's firing to me is slight of a head scratcher. He'd been there 5 years. They gone to the playoffs 3 times.
Agree.
One of them, he did win the Super Bowl. I'm not completely not giving him credit. I was just joking. So he did win a Super Bowl, just essentially 3 years removed, or 4, I guess. And
I don't think that tank was his call, personally. I think that was a general manager call.
Yeah, and another one that's a head scratcher to me is I know he's won at every level he's been at, but Urban Meyer has no background in the NFL. And for him to get a possible head coaching job with the Jaguars, it sounds like they're just waiting on him to get back to him. I think that's going to possibly fail, regardless if they get Trevor Lawrence. So
I was just going to say, the only thing I can say is Trevor Lawrence plays a college game. I mean, he can do pro, I'm sure, but I think that Urban could coach him. I think that's a possibility. They just need to make sure that they get themselves a decent running back and a decent receiver.
Yeah.
So,
all right. Well, we'll see. All right, that's it. This is Sports and Other Stuff. We're brought to you in part by, hey, it's Rudy's Furniture Mart. They're back again this week. After decades of selling quality furniture and bedding, Rudy's is liquidating to the bare walls. Stop in and ask for
Fish.
Yeah.
And the special from Fish this week, he's just going to offer out free coffee. That's all they've got.
Wow, it must really be a liquidation sale then. From the rugs on the floor to the pictures on the wall and maybe a cup of coffee. All right, we are the Sport Weasels, first in sound, first in service, and first in TB12. So long till next time. Bye-bye.